A very good morning, 6th class. Today we will start our next chapter, Landforms. Here is given some learning objectives that we will read in this chapter. The first one is given types of landforms. Next one, types of mountains, plains and plateaus. And next one, how they are formed and their importance. So सबसे पहले स्टूडेंट्स हम जानते हैं कि लैंडफॉर्म्स क्या होता है एंड द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लैंडफॉर्म्स ऑन द अर्थ. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. लैंडफॉर्म्स. Students, you know very well our Earth is third planet from the Sun. And 70.8% of the surface of Earth is covered by water. And the Earth's core is very hot. और किस तरह से हमारी लैंडफॉर्म बनी है? Here is a given the process of let's see. Earth's surface or crust is made up of tectonic plates. The shapes found on the surface of the earth are landforms. What are landforms? Landforms are the natural shapes or features on the earth. Landforms are shaped by earthquakes, volcanic activity, and the movement of tectonic plates. They are also shaped by processes like weathering and erosion. So students, a landform, I'm also repeating again, a landform is the natural features of the earth's surface or the lithosphere. The lithosphere has a variety of relief features like mountain, hills, plains, desert, plateau. These landforms have taken hundreds of millions of years to form. और लैंडफॉर्म को बनने में कई हजारों साल लगे हैं. Weathering is the wearing away of rocks. Erosion is the movement of rocks and soil from one place to another. The 5 agents of erosion are wind, water, and glaciers. The different types of landforms on the earth. Mountains. First one is mountain. A mountain is a place on earth's surface that is much higher than the land around it. Next one, volcano. A volcano is an opening in the earth crust where molten lava gases and ash are ejected. Plateau. A plateau is a flat area higher than the land around it. This picture shows the plateau. And the hill. A hill is a naturally raised area of land not as high or craggy as a mountain. Valley. A valley is a lowland area between higher land such as mountain. This picture shows, the yellow arrow shows valley. Plain. A plain is a flat area on the earth's surface with a few trees. There is the same amount of water on earth today as there has always been. The water keeps moving around in endless cycle. Is called water cycle, you know very well. This is the process of water cycle. Students, Some landforms are either created by surrounding or filled with water, such as lake. A lake is water that is completely surrounded by land. River. A river is a long flowing body of water that empties into another body of water. Island. An island is land that is completely surrounded by water. Peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides. Ocean. Oceans are the largest bodies of water on earth and cover most of the water. Coast. A coast is the area where the land ends and the ocean begins, जहाँ से ocean की शुरुआत होती है. Can you identify the landforms? Why we are adding this, students? Before starting this chapter, first of all let me understand there are the different types of landforms. उसके बाद हम शुरू करते हैं अपने इस chapter को. I am showing you the different types of landforms found on the earth. This picture help you to find out the landform. The first landform it is given in our chapter mountains. A mountain can be defined as a huge area of land that rises sharply above the surrounding land. The top of a mountain is called a peak, is formed due to erosion by ice and frost. A mountain range consists of a series of high and low mountains termed as its peak. There are many famous mountain ranges that exist in almost every continent. Mountain which have long and continuous ranges are called mountain chains. Some of the major mountain chains found on the Earth's surface are the North American, Cordillera in USA, Canada and Mexico, Alps in Europe, Himalayas in India and Nepal. A group of such mountain chain is known as a mountain system. Himalayas are a mountain system having three parallel ranges: Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. These ranges have important peaks like Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga and Nanda Devi, etc. Now students, अब हम Alps जो माउंटेन रेंज है उसके बारे में जानते हैं. एल्प्स क्या है? एल्प्स आर वास्ट माउंटेन रेंज इन यूरोप. ये यूरोप की सबसे वास्ट दूर दूर तक फैली हुई माउंटेन रेंज है जिसको एल्प्स नाम से जाना गया है. Collisions of African and Eurasian tectonic plates millions of years back led to the formation of Alps mountain. Mont Blanc, lying at French-Italian border, is the highest mountain in the Alps at 4,810 meters. It has about 100 peaks. इसके लगभग 100 के करीब पीक्स आपको मिलेंगी एंड विद अ हाइट ऑफ 4,000 मीटर्स एंड अबव. नाउ अब हम बात करेंगे हिमालय माउंटेन चेन. आप देख सकते हैं हिमालय माउंटेन को. You can see Himalaya mountain. You can see from the map side. The Himalaya has a chain of mountains that includes the world highest mountain, Mount Everest, with a peak at 8,848 meters or 29,029 feet. You can see the mountain range through the pictures. The scientific study of mountain is called orology. Now students, we will read how are mountains formed. Mountains are formed because of movement of the earth's tectonic plates which crash into each other in more than one ways. Examples are given here. This picture shows how the mountains are formed. Mountains are formed by slow but gigantic movement of the earth crust. These are also known as plate convergence. On the basis of their mode of formation, mountains can be classified as fold mountains. Second one is volcanic mountains and third one is block mountains. The formation of fold mountains, how? How do mountains form? Mountains form from rocks that have been permanently deformed under stress. This picture shows. The colliding plates buckle and fracture to form huge mountain range. How are mountains formed? Let we understand. Fold mountain. Fold mountains are created where two fold mountains. When sediments are carried to the sea, they sink to the ocean floor. The fold mountains are the most common type of mountains. These mountains are formed when the earth tectonic plates crash into each other, causing a rock deformation and pushing the crust upwards. The sides of the plates crumple like cars in a head-on collision. The mountains are formed because of those crumpling plates. The Himalaya mountain in Asia, Alps in Europe, the Andes in South America, the Rockies in North America, and the Ural in Russia are the example of fold mountains. Himalayas were formed when the Indo-Australian plate pushed against the Eurasian plates. If you take a piece of paper and push its two edges towards each other, you will find the middle of the paper moving up. This is the principle of fold mountains. Mountain ranges like Himalayas and Alps, which are very high and covered with snow, are called young fold mountains. They were formed 60 to 70 million years ago. The fold mountain like Aravalis, which were formed 200 to 300 million years ago,